Hello, welcome to the Educated Edibilista, episode 3, where we are two middle-aged, experienced women taking you on
going with this, Jane?
taking you on our journey to become educated about cannabis. And we are here to create, heal, and have fun with cannabis. So hopefully you guys will get some entertainment out of watching our videos, as well as some knowledge.
Yeah, so please subscribe before we forget.
Like
Follow
and subscribe.
Our channel.
Yes.
Check out our website. We're building lots of stuff for you guys.
We are.
So today we are talking about ways to use weed. And I think this may be, other than like how everything works and stuff, this may be the area that I've learned more, I think.
Yes.
Because I always just thought you smoke it,
That's it.
brownies.
Right. I mean, and
brownies. That's it.
Exactly. And there's so much more.
There's so much more.
It's really fascinating, I guess, to see the variety of things that are out there. And I feel like there's something new coming out all the time.
There definitely is.
Mm-hmm.
And they're redoing stuff. I'm going to show you something really cool that I love.
Oh, yeah.
But also, like, I think I said in our first video, you know, I never really use, because I don't like smoking. I've never smoked cigarettes. I just don't like smoking. I don't like how it feels. And so I was never interested because, you know, that's what you had to do. And I'd watch my dad, what are they? Zippy?
Oh, yeah, like the papers. What are they called?
Like,
Is it
oh my God,
Zippy?
Z,
Zap? I don't know.
It looks freaking horrible. Like, and we have an episode planned. We're going to try to roll a joint because we've never done that.
Try being the operative word.
So that, tune in for that.
Yes.
That will be hilarious.
Yes, I'm sure.
I think we have that on like episode 9. So there are other ways to do that I never thought of, and I mentioned that I used a bong for the first time, and I love it. And I didn't realize, so we'll get to that. Okay,
yes.
Guys. So the first way is smoking, of course. Everyone knows that.
Right.
So you have your flower. This is what it looks like. Show you all.
Isn't it pretty?
Plastic.
And if you want to know more about flower, episode 2.
Yes. And get our guide,
yes.
guys. We go over a lot more of this in depth. So this is just how it comes. This is 3.5 grams. We're gonna have a whole episode because I was always like, I have no idea. What does that mean? What is a gram?
And how much of that do you use? Like all of it?
How long does that last? How much is it? We're gonna go over all of that because if you guys are like us, no freaking clue. So that is flour. So, you know, you roll it in your joint, whatever. Now companies have what are called pre-rolls. So you don't have to do all of that.
Yes, if you're not particularly skilled or just like the convenience.
Yeah, it already has like the little filter in it and everything. And again, you can get it in the strain that you want and all of that.
Rolled by someone much more adept than us, apparently.
I actually haven't smoked a pre-roll yet, so this is on my list to try, guys. And then the 2 other ways that you can smoke, what I thought was my favorite, which I think a lot of people are doing now, is vaping. My husband bought me this vape, so I don't even know if it's like a good one. We're definitely going to be trying some stuff along those lines and give you guys an idea of what's really nice. But it's super simple. You don't get the smell. You know, you just turn it on, suck whatever you want. That sounded really bad. And then you go about your business. It's nice because I love it because it's so discreet.
And very convenient.
Very convenient.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about having a lighter and being somewhere that people are going to see you. Even if it's legal, you still feel like...
Right, because there's such a stigma
there
still.
Really is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So vape is just so easy because no one knows that it's CBD or it's weed, THC,
or just regular tobacco.
Yeah, so really good option. I think for starting, this is a really, really good option. It's definitely what I used 99% of the time until now. So now
it's not harsh either.
It's I mean, I have found some that were a little bit harsher on my throat than others. So again, trying different stuff is always a good idea, but okay, my favorite now.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. This is literally an antique milk vase that somebody made. So this is from Functional China, and I'm going to tag them because if you like beautiful things and you want something that can actually sit out, I mean, I might not sit this out where everyone can see it, but if someone did see it, they'd be like, oh, like they wouldn't immediately think bong.
It doesn't have dancing bears painted on
Right.
it. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
3 feet tall.
Yeah.
This is really a gorgeous marriage of form and function.
It
I
is.
appreciate the artistic quality of it.
Definitely.
Mhm.
So the thing with a bong, so my dad always, he either rolled or he used a bong. And I always thought it was really weird. But the thing is, it actually has, so if you don't like that smoke feel, so smoke goes through, you fill this with a little bit of water,
Mhm.
and it filters it, and then comes through, so you don't get any of that birdie.
It's like a vapor.
Changed my life.
Yeah, right.
Changed my life.
Mhm.
You do have to do the whole, light it up and that stuff, so it's kind of annoying. Just, I don't know, I'm weird like that. But super cool option. And we've gone to, now that everything is legal in Virginia, we've had like conferences and stuff, and we've
Mhm.
gone to a few, and there's like glass blowers out there. I mean, there's some amazing,
Oh, yeah.
amazing
Oh, yeah.
artistic stuff. So like if you're bougie like me, you have lots of options. You
Yeah.
don't have to look like a hardcore stoner. You can have beautiful
Right.
pieces.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Oh, and disclaimer, we are not advising you to take any particular course of action. Always be aware of the laws in your state, and they are changing and updating constantly. So please make sure that you are aware of the legality of using any of these types of products in your particular state.
Yeah, and you can smoke hemp and all of that in Delta 8. So there are options that are legal if you're in a state where things have not been legalized yet.
Correct.
So what's next?
So a newfangled kind of, well, again, we all always kind of thought you can smoke it or you can eat brownies. But now
Why was it brown? Like, I don't...
why was it always brownies? I don't know. Maybe they were just really easy to make and I don't realize it. But if you like to multitask, which we do, and you love to eat, which we do, there are so many more options now for way 2 of using weed, which is consuming through edibles and drinks. So of course there are still brownies, but there's candy of all sorts. There's chocolate, there's gummies, there's lollipops, there's what do you have here? Well, this happens to be a brownie.
Yes. Well,
So-
it's like a Oreo cookie brownie
Yeah,
all in one.
double cookie brownie.
I want to open this thing so bad.
Yes, and this is Delta 8.
This is Delta 8 from a local company.
And it feels like it has like a nice weight to it. Like it's I feel like it looks like something you get in a bakery. I mean, it's not.
These are professional like,
grade.
edible things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then you have
Like a lozenge.
Gummies. Super easy. So there are a lot of benefits. Get our guide because we go into that way more in depth. We don't want this video to be long.
Right.
But there are specific things like, if you have stomach issues, you may not want to do edibles because it may affect stomach issues. So then you want to do smoking. Things affect you faster some ways than others. Edibles take a very long time to activate in your system.
I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah, so you don't want to start with a whole friggin' edible if you've never done anything. So some of them are a little harder to split up potentially. These are super, super easy. These are actually my favorite. And when I first started, I would literally take a nibble of a corner. Like, again, I didn't know anything back then. So I did one the first time and was like, oh no, no. So again, educating yourself on how much to start with and all of that is part of the process.
Absolutely. And always better to start with less until you know, because less you could always have more if you wanted to. But once you have too much, there's no going back. You just have to wait for it the effects to wear off. So as Mary said, definitely with smoking, it's going to be an instant effect, right? But with edibles, it takes time. Like it could be an hour to 2 hours before you feel anything. So you don't want to
think it's not doing anything and then you do more.
And then when it hits, you're probably going to wish you had not.
And that you can't really overdose per se, but you're not going to feel great.
Not going to feel great.
For me, it's like my stomach gets very bad and sometimes head, like it just doesn't feel great. So smoking is really good because it does immediately. So you can tell, okay, that's enough.
Right.
I'm going to stop. Edibles, you need to give a very, very long time. And sometimes you won't feel anything. We have one that my friend gave me, and all of us tried it. We feel absolutely nothing.
So weird.
So, you know, you have to try stuff. And even if someone else feels something, you may not feel something. My husband is the same way. So for him, smoking is better because he's using for a medical issue with inflammation and stuff. So that is like more immediate and affects those areas. Whereas me, for edible, I want that longer term because I want it to last the whole time I'm sleeping.
Right.
So learning those differences is really important.
For sure.
Yeah.
So what's way number 3?
Okay, way number 3 is sublinguals. And this can also kind of falls in with drinks. So they're called little tinctures. So this is a CBD oil. It's just a little thing with a dropper.
It's adorable.
It is. This is a sample they gave me. So it's the same company as the Cookie Pure Shenandoah here in Virginia. And look them up. I'm going to tag them because they're so cute. And that's going to sound really bad. They're like these super young 3 brothers, like in their early 20s, who are starting this incredible company.
They're probably like, oh, look how cute the old lady is.
I know. Like, I spent so much time talking to the CEO, Tanner, and full of information, just like taught me so much and super sweet. So I got a bunch of stuff to try. And yeah, so it's just a little dropper. And I love that they have like literally a whole card he gives you to tell you how to start, how much, and all of that.
That's super helpful. So what do you do? Like put this under your tongue or what?
So you just put it under your tongue, let it sit there for a minute, and then swallow. Super, super easy. Tinctures, oils, sublinguals affect supposedly very fast. Now this is CBD, so it's a little different than, you know, you won't feel that high because it's not THC. Right. So this is, I got the calm version because that's what I use everything for. So I try, you know, take it at night and just help me to drift off to sleep and stay asleep.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah. And then so the tinctures I was saying with the drinks, you can put them in drinks too, which is actually the first recipe that we're going to be doing.
Can't wait.
So stay tuned for that. And then what is the last version?
The last way, or topicals, which basically means anything like a lip balm or a cream that you would apply to your skin and is absorbed into your system that way. This is a CBG balm, which is one of the varieties of cannabinoids, which we will discuss more in depth in other episodes and or online. But this is just another option for you if, you know, maybe you don't want to smoke, maybe you don't want to eat or drink something, maybe tinctures aren't your thing, but, you know, hey, everybody needs a lip balm. So
yeah,
you have nice, smooth, soft lips, and you get some of the benefits of, in this case, CBG, but I'm sure there are CBD versions, THC versions. Yeah.
And I think it's really good. I know a lot of like sports and athletic people, if they have like a specific like hip area where they need like a little pain relief or something. Yep. You know, it's great because you can, you know, zero in that area rather than trying to affect your whole body.
Right.
Yeah. So there's lots of options to try based on what you need, what your goals are. If you're trying to get pain relief versus anxiety, if you need something fast acting, you know,
versus long lasting.
Yeah. You know, if you're about to head into an event and you really need that to like help you calm, you don't want something that's going to take an hour. Right. You know, but for something else, you may want that. And some things last longer as well. Smoking, they say, is usually like 2 to 4 hours.
Yeah. Relatively speaking.
Relatively, yeah. Again, different people affects, you know, everything. But, you know, edibles 4 to 8 hours. So, you know, that's why I tend to gravitate towards that in the evening. Because
considering what your goals are, as you said, and the circumstances in which you're going to be.
Yeah. And in our guide, we have you, you know, think about all of those things and what your goals are. And then you can figure out what strain is best, but, you know, way to use it is best and all of that. So it really is educating. That's why we're here.
Yes. So see our previous episodes for more information on different strains. That might help you make some decisions as well. And stay tuned for upcoming episodes in which we will cook and make drinks for you and provide a comedy show.
Yeah. And guys, literally, we're like learning as we go. So it's going to be the first time we're cooking.
And you're gonna witness it all.
Yeah. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Right. We're just going for it. So
yes. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Join us next time. So we'll see you then.
Bye.